Okay, question 16, evaluate this. Now when you're squaring, okay, brackets, okay, that means you are times the bracket by itself. And we've got to do FOIL in this case here now, right? And we've got to state then whether it's rational or irrational. So with FOIL, you do the first times the first, right? Root 32 times root 32, okay? And you need to recognize what that is, right? When you times root 32 by itself, okay, actually comes out to be 32, okay? Because a root times itself will give you the number inside. Think about it, if I think simple terms, suppose I got root, say 4 times root 4, and I do that, that's actually, isn't it, root 16, because you times the numbers together, and root 16 is just 4, so you get the number itself. And it always works like that, right? If I got, say, for instance, root 5 times root 5, right? Well, you know, you put them into the same root, as we've said before, so that would be 5 times 5, which is root 25, and root 25 is 5. So when you times the root by itself, you end up with that number itself. And it's so important to know that, because when you end up then with big numbers like this, root 90 times root 90, okay, you don't want to be working that out, right? 90 times 90, okay, in here, okay, so you just recognize straight away that times the root by itself is that number, and this is what's going on here. So with the first here, root 32 times root 32 is 32. Then you do outers. Root 32 times 2 is root 64, okay, because 32 times 2 is 64, okay. Inners then, root 2 times root 32 is root 64, okay, and then lasts, now be careful with lasts, root 2 times root 2, okay, well you know root 2 times root 2 is root 4, isn't it? Okay, of course that's 2, isn't it? As we discussed earlier, when you times the root by itself, it's the number. So it'll be 2. But we're going to add 2, don't forget, because minus times a minus is a plus. So then this becomes 32. Now root 64 is 8, isn't it? Okay, root 64 is 8, and then add 2. And then this becomes, then you work there, it comes 18. And your answer is 18. Your answer is rational, okay? Rational because this can be written as a fraction, right? Any number that can be written as a fraction is rational, okay? You can write as 18 over 1, can't you? So it's rational. Next part then, evaluate, right? This one here. Now you do exactly the same thing again. Write it out twice, okay? And remember, you do not want to be doing, you know, root 20 times root 20 here for the firsts. You don't want to be doing 20 times 20. I mean, if you did, right, root 20 times root 20, okay, and you work that out, okay, as obviously 20 times 20 in there, and 2 times 2 is 4, add the 2 zeros, you end up with root 400. Now you might know what that is, right? You might know root 400 is, hopefully you do. Of course it's 20 though, isn't it? So you just keep it simple, because you know when a root times itself, it's just the number in there itself, so that's 20. When you do then the outers, right, what do we get here? Root 20 times root 5, right? And it's minus, isn't it? And root 20, well, 20 times 5 is 100, so it'll be root 100. Inners then, root 5 times root 20 is root 100, 5 times 20 is 100, and then lasts, well, minus times a minus is a plus, and root 5 times root 5 is just 5, isn't it? And then again, 20, or root 100 is just 10, isn't it? Root 100 is 10 plus 5, so you work that out, ends up, that is the answer, and again, this is going to be rational.